Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop
Y'all
playing.
ain't ready.
Young Obama in the track, and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they rip him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark, and them killers like sharks the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all live. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin, forgot the shell case.
Yeah. Billions, baby, billions. We welcome everybody to Billionear Radio. We appreciate all of y'all. If y'all new to the channel for Billionear Radio, please like, comment. Want to say something?
Comment.
Share. Subscribe. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Appreciate everybody. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody. Listen, I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. Over here is my co-star, the star, Lateef Billions, the inappropriate one. You know what I'm saying? We're the infamous Troll Brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely that show. We're going to keep you entertained.
All for this entire hour.
We're going to make you laugh.
We're going to make you cry.
Make you mad.
We're going to make you ponder.
You may get upset sometimes.
Oh, you going to get upset.
But that's what we do. We make it happen.
At the end of the day, you're going to give us that dab, though, because you know we right.
Today, everybody, first of all, let me tell y'all this. Oh, no, I'm going to say that. Today, season 2, y'all, episode 60, baby. Yeah, Cam, episode 60, baby. Hey, live on Glockaway Radio. Tune in, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take y'all on our infamous plane ride. That's what we call it. Because as the plane's taking off, it's going to be a little rocky, be a little bit of turbulence, side-to-side action.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still going to be a smooth landing. Today's show is sponsored by An Outfit for You, a family of brand by Michael Keenan's. An Outfit for You builds successful brands. Also builds a lot of fashion brands you guys like to wear, like WESC, Hurley, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Sean John, for example. You guys like watching TV, just keep watching TV, understand An Outfit for You, wardrobe style, 17 of these shows you guys like to watch. Some of those shows, SWAT, Magnum PI, This Is Us, Law and Order, Chicago, NCIS. It's not a night that you're not going to see that stuff on TV. They have a network executives, retail, fashion, entertainment, sports. Check them out at outfitforyou.com. On that note, baby, like I said, what we say? It's episode 60.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 60, season 2.
And let's get it popping.
The infamous Troll Brothers in the building. This is what we do. Y'all be begging us like, oh, I appreciate y'all giving us topic too. I always tell y'all that. You know. I have to laugh when you do that, man. But we're going to talk about what's going on. It's a lot going on. We're going to talk about some things that's going on. You know, one thing we're going to talk about, you know, T.I. needs to get it together. At this point, I think we had T.I.'s back for a long time.
Right.
But I think T.I. needs to get it together. T.I.'s son, we realized a little bougie. He grew up different than us.
Yes, he did.
So he has the nerve to. There was a franchise, and he's getting whatever food he's getting, and the order got a little messed up. So instead of him just saying, "Hey, take my order back," they get into a back and forth. With the cook, he's all streaming it live. You know what I mean? I think his son's name was King.
Right.
He's streaming it, talking that talk, telling me something this. I got this many bands in my pocket. I got this. You ain't got no money. You ain't this. And just going off on the place. You know what I mean? They're not cutting us a check, but it's Waffle House. Because y'all need to know this. Because we about to, I don't know what T.I. problem is. So we thinking T.I. going to address his son, right?
Right.
So you know what? Listen, son, that's not how we do things. Apologize to the man.
Right.
Get a man a tip. And that's not what he said.
Right.
He pretty much told his son, when people are not where they expect to be at in life, he says, don't get involved with them because their energy is off. Now, you know me. I like to quote things and tell you exactly what he said. But the crazy thing is he downplays the cook. He pretty much, belittles the guy like he's just a cook. Like he's not on your level. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't do these kind of things. Like, you can't just be talking about people. First of all, how do you know, and this is what T.I. says. He says, I had to explain to him that when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you are walking in, enjoying so much freedom and luxury, and people are going to posture themselves a certain way. That's what T.I. told his son. So how you going to say this cook ain't where he's not? Some people actually go to school to be cooks. Let's just start with that. So you can't just say just because this man is not where you are or what he's doing that he's not where he want to be at in life. And because he's not want to be at in life, he's just going to be angry and starting arguments and things like that. That's what he's teaching his son. So he's just acting like you're just a cook.
Right.
T.I., you wrong for that. You need to get it together. You need to apologize to the cook. You need to actually, I don't know, give him a tip or something because, I don't know, this is like when we say, we're going to take your card. What we call it? I don't even want to call it a black card, but we like, at this point, you got to get it together because that was wrong.
Right, exactly.
Chime in, and go ahead, chime in, good brother.
I'm saying that if he raising a man, right, he should have handled it like the way you said he should have handled it. As far as, I'm a chef. So,
What? You're a chef?
Oh, yeah.
Lateef billions?
So, we all got a plan. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, he don't know what that cook plan is to one day open up his own restaurant and have chains of restaurants. Some people are at the beginning of their journey or the middle of their journey, and some people are at the end of their journey. You know what I'm saying? So for his son to act that way, the part that upsets me the most is that his son has more than most. Right?
Right, 100%.
So you should really have the utmost class, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? It was a mistake. Okay, they fixed it. No big problem. You know what I mean? And at the end, and the reason they was gonna get a tip, but sure, the way his son acted, was T.I. there?
No. His son, because see, what T.I. was saying that they were celebrating. His son was, I believe, 17 years old, on his way to being 18, but 17 years old, and supposedly graduated in honors. And T.I. is saying, why is the media talking about this, not talking about how he graduated in honors? He's whatever honor roll student. These educational achievements. I'm like, yeah, but look how he's acting. Like his etiquette is off.
Yeah, but see, once you said the media, then you kind of
because you're
the media.
The media we're media.
We're media, yeah, but we're not a bunch of lynchmen though. There's a lot of media out there that's lynchmen. See, because the media didn't have to go there either.
They did have to go there.
All right. Well, explain to your audience once more. I mean, what exactly that came out of T.I.'s son's mouth that you thought was inappropriate?
He streamed the whole thing online.
of him acting like a fool.
He's streaming it. First of all, he's saying he'll pretty much fight him. He said, let's go outside. Let's go outside. Take it out. He's doing all this type of stuff. He said, I got money. He pulled his money out. You know what I mean? Put his money out. You know what I mean? He's flashing it. You know what I mean? His money. Yeah. So he's 17. So, when you're 17, you kind of give kids a pass. It's like, all right, you 17.
Well, I'm surprised because T.I. is very intelligent, very intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Etiquette, the whole thing. So I don't understand why T.I.'s son is acting that way.
I do.
All right, explain to us.
He's privileged. He's privileged. So my issue is not with his son. Mm-hmm. My issue was with T.I. apologizing for his son. Okay. And in the midst of doing that, you belittle the cook.
Yeah, but a lot of privileged people do that all day long.
But we're talking about T.I. that you said was so intelligent.
Yeah, but a lot of privileged kids.
We're done with the kids.
They said the same way.
I just said the kids are going to do that.
Yeah, but like you said, they could have said about his education. T.I. was right.
T.I. is not right.
Yes, let me tell you. If you was going to mention that, you could mention all his accolades.
No,
too.
We're not going to talk about the accolades.
Okay.
At that point, we don't care about your accolades.
Why?
See, because you showed your ugly self.
He a kid, man. You was willing to forgive a murderer, but you're not ready to. The murderer was, he's a child, la. But here it is, a 17-year-old kid that had a confrontation with a cook, and you don't even want to give him a break. You
still keep talking about the kid. You didn't hear what I said? I'm done with the kid.
All right, well, where you at right now, bro?
I said T.I. is the problem, not the kid.
All right, then how is his father the problem?
You didn't hear nothing I said. No.
we
just had nothing I said. It just went in one ear and out the other. Pretty much.
You know what? I apologize.
It's all right. Don't apologize. It's what you do. I'm used to it. I'm used to this.
I thought I heard what you said. I really thought I heard what you said.
Okay, tell me what you think. Did T.I.? Tell me what you think you heard me say that.
I thought I heard from you was T.I. coming to his son's rescue.
Correct.
T.I. understanding exactly what happened, the confrontation between him, his son, and his cook.
Correct.
And T.I.
belittles.
No, he went against the media.
No,
he was the media portrayed my son to be this
He
monster of the cooks, the cook monster, and they failed to say all of his accomplishments.
So let me ask you a question. You've been to restaurant before, right?
Right, exactly.
Did you ever get your food wrong?
Yes.
Okay, what you do when the food is wrong? What you do?
I tell the waiter my food is wrong.
Right. Do you throw a tantrum? Do you say you want to fight him? You say you want to step outside?
No.
Right, you don't do that.
For one, they dealing with my food. That's one.
Exactly. Okay. Because they may put some.
That's one.
Some loogies or something.
I mean, if anything, you could ask for the manager.
Right.
But I mean, for his son to act that way, it really bothers me because, like you said, they are privileged. You should be in the most relaxed state of mind, in my opinion.
Right.
When you ain't worrying about your bills getting paid.
Correct.
And all you doing is vacationing and riding around and stuff that some people can't pronounce. I don't get it. I mean, it was for him to stream it it was a whole front thing.
See, now you on board. See, now you on board. See, now you getting it.
The streaming part was capped to me. Like, come on, man. Now you acting up.
Right. But at 17 years old, that's to be expected. 17 years old, that's to be expected.
Nah, my kid ain't acting like that.
You don't know what he's going to do.
No, I know exactly what my kid going to do.
I'm sure T.I. didn't know his kid was going to do that either.
Nah, man, if you raise your kid properly, they going to act the way you raised them.
You can raise your kid how they want, but if somebody upsets them and they get angry, you don't know what's going to happen.
I taught my children how to handle that situation.
That's great. So, but we're not done. So
I raised mine.
So my whole point is that T.I. needs to apologize because he belittled that cook. That's what it's all about.
T.I. need to apologize, or his son needs to apologize?
We're done with the son.
All right. So what did T.I. say about the cook, bro?
Why do I even sit next to you?
Because I'm inappropriate.
That'd be inappropriate.
I'm inappropriate.
But that wasn't inappropriate yet.
I'm asking you, what did T.I. say about the cook?
I'm gonna say it all over again.
You said that T.I. said, this is what he said about the cook. Some people, because they're not where they want to be in life.
Some people do. Look, man.
right,
Let me
bro.
just paraphrase it real
All right,
fast.
please do.
So we can get past this, man.
Okay, man.
Because you're killing me over here, man.
You killing
You're
me.
definitely killing me over here, man.
I ain't even set up my live, man.
You know what I mean?
This show already burned.
Woo, man. All right.
Okay.
T.I. went to in defense of his son and said, hey, listen,
As he should have.
I had to explain to him that when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you are walking in enjoying so much freedom and luxury, and you know people are going to posture themselves a certain way.
That was corny of T.I. to say out his mouth.
Right.
Because some people do things that they're passionate about. You understand? There's cooks that, man, it's something.
Yo, do you realize you're going back to the beginning of the show?
But I don't care.
I know, but I guess that was the whole thing. It was like, where were you when I said that?
I'm just saying there are chefs.
But you're getting it late.
World.
No, but listen. But see how now you all chiming in?
Chefs, man. And that was their dream. They love it. They love to cook.
I literally
they love to chase food.
So, right.
They love the spices.
So ladies
and all
and gentlemen, he just proved that he
so-
does not listen when I talk on the show. He just listens. That's sad. Everybody heard this, but you know, that's crazy. Real quick, before I go into this crazy situation,
Okay.
you know, and I didn't put in my notes. We gotta, you know, Johnny Depp won the trial against Amber Heard, and people saying, "What's the big deal with that?"
Right.
And the big deal with that is she lied, and she even did articles and said that she was a survivor of being a domestic abuse, and so. Do you realize the Me Too movement started all this mess? The Me Too movement had it set up where people can actually say anything against the guy, and you just believed it because of the Me Too movement. The Me Too was when the women were saying, "Me too, I was abused. Me too, I was abused. Me too, I was abused." You get what I'm saying?
So what is your defense as a man against something like that?
Well, the thing is, Johnny Depp,
Mm-hmm.
he won,
Mm-hmm.
which shows that they lie.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And see,
But she did poop in his bed, though.
yeah. Well, you know, she lied about everything. Remember we talked about the penetration with the bottle?
She
You know
lied
what I mean?
about that also?
How you gonna hold somebody with one hand and penetrate? You gotta have a loose goose to get up the door with one hand penetration.
You tripping. One hand on the hip, locked, and yeah, that's not hard.
Okay. When did the pants come off in the middle of the fight?
How you know they wasn't butt naked when they was fighting?
That's not what she said. They was in the middle of a fight. So you weren't following the
But
trial.
when did she say they had clothes on?
They had closed the whole time. You gotta
Who
understand.
said this?
Listen, it was already went to trial. The jury it's over, man.
Is it film showing that they had clothes on?
You want to see that. You want to see was she naked or not.
I'm
But
just saying.
the whole point
They
is,
could have been naked. You never know.
I don't care who you are. You're not jabbing no bottle on nobody with no like that. You're not doing that.
Why?
With one hand, with one arm.
Why? You do it with your ratchet. Don't you hold your ratchet with one hand and jam it with that?
It's not the same thing.
It is the same thing. It's a long object, ain't it? Being rammed in a hole, ain't it? Don't you need precision?
Remember we talked about this and we said we agreed there was no cuts, there's no tears. Remember that part? You said that part. No cut, no tears. See? Now let me bring you back. Bring you back. You know. So
Maybe he ain't jam it. Maybe he gently.
it was all a lie. It was all a lie. The whole thing was nothing but a lie.
Depends on how wet she is too.
I don't care how
Slippery
much
when wet.
It was a whole
You could
lie.
lose the bottle up there. You might have to put your whole arm up there and get the bottle out. You never know.
Johnny Depp won. He won. He won the case. He won the trial.
Okay.
You know,
Alright.
It wasn't about a lot of money. You know, but he won. It's over. You know, and my whole point was women lie all the time and nobody said nothing.
I
You
know.
what I mean? Like even
Black Wall Street.
even Cardi B admitted to drugging men and robbing them. Man, she apologized. Some she paid back, but just think. Exactly.
That's decent. The fact that she made it and she got her fortune and she decided to go back and take care of the people that she took advantage of.
The point is that everybody believes the women.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they lie.
Right.
That's the whole point. And
But do
a lot of times,
they believe white women more than they believe any other race?
It has nothing to do with it. This has nothing to do with the color. If a man,
so a white woman crying and a black woman crying, is there a difference?
you gotta always tell us the color.
I'm just saying. I'm asking a question.
Why is that relevant?
Because you just said women lie, right?
I said
and sometimes
women.
them lies.
I didn't say black women lie more than Chinese
all
women
I'm
lie.
saying is some of them
white
lies.
women lie. I didn't say that.
Some of them lies devastate cultures.
We're talking about the lying of saying that you was abused and you wasn't abused. Now there are some people who are abused. Some women are abused,
right?
And it messes up for them. But I'm just saying, you know, for Johnny Depp, it was a win for all men who've been accused of these lies. That's what I'm saying. It was a win
for us.
Yes.
Okay. Because
now you just can't look and say, if she say something, then it's true. You understand? She wrote Amber Heard went through articles and articles and was on the way for a documentary saying that she was a survivor of being of domestic violence abuse. Yeah.
Who said this?
Amber Heard, the one part of the
this.
The one going
and that's a lie also?
Where you be at, man? Where you be? Yo, this is live. You know this is live. They can see us.
I'm just dang, man. I'm just, you know, I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
But ain't nothing gonna change. Women gonna continue to lie and get away with it.
A lot's gonna change now because now you gotta understand. Now you just can't believe anybody without investigation, without looking into it before. They wouldn't even do that.
That's why we have lawyers.
Forget the lawyers. If a woman says she was abused, automatically they just believed her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If a woman says she was taken advantage of, automatically said.
That's why we got court. That's why we have lawyers.
But regardless,
so we can get right down to the nitty gritty.
But see, you got people that get killed for that too.
I just said Black Wall Street. You wasn't here.
I'm not talking about Black Wall Street like that. I'm talking about.
Did a woman lie in Black Wall Street?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people, family members come to avenge the woman because of what she told, which wasn't true because she was mad at the guy.
A whole counties and cities came to the rescue of this woman on Black Wall Street and took multiple lives and destroyed a whole culture.
But the point is that I'm making is Johnny Depp won.
Johnny Depp.
And Amber Heard lied. Johnny Depp lost a lot of money. Films canceled him. Pirate of the Caribbean 8 was being filmed. They fired him. And they created a whole woman character to be the main lead. Okay. Which I think the movie's going to probably suck now because of that. But now he can have his life back. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Good for him.
You know.
But when I said Black Wall Street, he was canceled out, bro. But anyway, it was all good.
You like to go way over there. I'm like, why are you over there? Like, I need you on topic. Like,
I was on topic.
Over there.
That was part of the topic.
All right, tell me
you
what
said
happened.
women lied.
Okay, tell me what happened.
And I just told you about a woman that lied.
What happened to Black Wall Street?
A woman lied.
Okay.
And said
what's her name?
Somebody that bumped into her, a young man that was shining shoes in the station, and he inappropriately touched her. She might even said he raped her, and it was all a lie. And it got out. The word got out to all the other counties and stuff like that, and they loaded up their trucks and guns, and they came through, and you know what happened after that. They even brought planes through and dropped bombs onto Black Wall Street.
So does that make
over this lie that a woman told?
So that make you feel better now that you got that story out?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what I don't want to talk about, what we got to talk about is Philly finally made it.
Made it where?
Philly finally made it.
Where?
There was a mass shooting on South Street. Of all the places, first of all, I don't know if y'all understand the history of South Street. Like, I mean, forget the cheesesteaks. Forget. We used to go there, and that's where we used to pour chicks all the time. South Street used to never close. It was 24 hours restaurants, bars, everything. This food stores, everything is down there. You know, for blocks and blocks and blocks. It was like you go to the event, you go to the festival, then you went to South Street. You know, you went and got the pizza, you went and got the cheesesteaks, and you went and hollered at the girls. You know, you pulled most of your chicks on South Street.
Very close to Penn's Landing.
Cost you nothing to get in. You know, and then because of things happened with, I guess, the flash mob and everything, then they started shutting down South Street, which flash mob was the kids. That was a whole nother story. But they actually did shooting on South Street, and they called it a mass shooting. 3 dead,
13 shot,
injured, laying on the ground, injured. You know, and the crazy thing about it is, you know, I don't know what people understand, but the crazy thing is, there's cops was down there too. It's always cops on South Street. So you really gotta be that bold. You know, be that bold. Got cops on South Street. I don't know how many cameras are down there. And they said it was a tussle, a fist fight. And they started shooting. Now, I know you have a lot to say on this. So I'm about to pass the mic to you right now, because you burned up over there.
First, there was a shooting on 4th and Bainbridge where somebody was shot first, 26 minutes before that shooting. And then that erupted on South Street where, and first of all, what is the meaning of mass? When they say mass shooting, what does mass mean?
That means 4 or more people have been shot.
4 or more.
Right.
Then it becomes mass.
At least 4, not including the shooter.
And then it becomes mass.
Right. So they said it was a mass shooting. That was the 16th mass shooting over the weekend, they said.
Now, and
there's 362 mass shootings took place this year in America.
So how many mass shootings were there in the city of Philadelphia since January where multiple people were shot and killed?
Of them. It was a
lot of mass, right?
A lot of them.
All right. So why did why did this one make, global news? Why did this go global?
Because it happened at South Street.
Exactly. So these people, the privileged that live down there, and the people, the store owners, and the people that's paying $250,000 for condos, it's big business. It's big money down there. Are they more upset about the lives that were lost, or they are more upset that the privilege is upset?
No, neither. Pretty much what happened is, like you said, there's shootings that go on all the time in Philly.
Yeah, it's been a lot of mass shootings in Philly
but
that never went global.
Right. South Street has a lot of cameras and a lot of police officers, and the main reason why it went global, because one of the cops was shooting out with the cops. So the cop actually shot one of the guys that was shooting in the crowd and shot him in the hand.
Yes, I know.
That's why it went global. Also, you got all the cameras going on.
Okay, so they brought in feds, right? They brought
after the case. After the fact.
I mean, I saw the interview. I mean, it was huge. It was huge.
I was driving down there. I didn't know. I said, "Why it's so crowded down here?" I didn't realize it was.
In my opinion, I don't think nobody that lives down there really cares about the lives that were lost.
It wasn't about nobody that lived down there.
I think they care more about it happening too close to them.
No. It's not that at all. Nobody cares about who's living down there.
You're naive. You're naive.
No, you're talking about.
You're very naive.
Nah, you're believing what you.
Why is it a big deal? I just asked you a question. I said there's been multiple mass shootings in the city of Philadelphia. What makes this mass shooting so appropriate, so special?
Okay.
What makes this one intense?
Because South Street is a main strip.
You keep saying South Street. We know what South Street is.
Everybody does it. So let me let everybody know. South Street is a main strip. It's like a festival almost, right?
Is it where the money at? That's all I want to know. Is it where the money at?
It's money all over. It's money all over.
Bainbridge Street, all of that is condos. That's people down there with money and living well.
We're not but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about everybody enjoying themselves, and it's like a whole bunch of people, and they're getting shot, right?
Right.
Shot at, right? As they're just walking around, enjoying themselves. A lot of people get hit, innocent, shooting and crazy. You gotta understand, a lot of these mass shooters don't have these cameras on deck or the police on deck, and not shooting at a cop.
All right, but let me address the shooting. First, I had to address the BS, but let me address the shooting. First of all, you had the Roots picnic, right? You had a lot of events going on. You had a lot of people coming into our city, and that what happened on South Street really tarnished what was going on great in the city at the Man Music Center and other places, that I'm not going to mention, but because they're not cutting checks. But it was a beautiful night. It was beautiful. I mean, the weather was nice. It was different people. I mean, it was just people were out, and it was just a beautiful scene, right? And then it got corrupted by a few idiots.
All right, but you asked the question, and I thought you were going to answer your own question. I thought you were going to explain something. I don't know what
I just explained to you that the shooting was just it was. I don't want to use the word naive, but I mean, for them to do that, it was just idiotic. It was just
and that was my
so
point.
Idiotic.
But that was my whole point.
The shooting to a crowd of people, and then the lives that were lost. What, 17, 27, and 22?
They were young.
They didn't even get a chance.
One of them was 62 years old. They got shot. Right. They were young. So, again, my point was that it happened on South Street, which is a main attraction in Philly, which is major. And because it's that's why I made, it was a mass shooting, of course, because they shot into the crowd. People got hit, bleeding, injured, and also cops got involved. It's a shootout.
It could have happened in the Badlands. The outcome is the same.
No, the Badlands
the outcome is the same.
The Badlands don't have the cameras like they do.
Forget the cameras.
No.
Erase the cameras. Someone is losing their life for no reason. It happens every day in Philadelphia.
That wasn't your question, though. Your question was,
I'm just saying,
why did this made CNN? And I'm explaining to you why it made CNN. Because it happened at the main attraction of Philadelphia.
No.
That's why it made CNN.
No, it made CNN because
it was a mass shooting.
It happened where...
All right, so...
You know why it happened? It happened where white people like to be.
It's not true, man.
Where they children like to be. Where they like to go dinner. Where they like to feel safe. Where they like to walk around. And this is our world. We'll share it with you as long as you act appropriate. That's what this is about.
Let me fix your brain for a minute.
Don't fix my brain. My brain is working just fine. The only reason this went global because it happened where white people live.
It's not true.
When it was happening where we lived, we didn't get all this attention.
Let the cameras be there. And
we lost 636 kids to gun violence. And now all of us, and it happened in North Philly, South Philly. Shootings happening all around Philadelphia, and now the shooting on South Street is the big deal.
So anyway, there's a fight going on South Street, right?
Right.
Everybody's talking about what's going on.
Right.
But what made this different? Because everybody's talking about illegal handguns and guns going on and trying to crack down on guns. What they found out was these shooters had license to carry. That changed the whole game up now. So these shooters are licensed to carry, and they got at each other. Unfortunately, one of the shooters they says actually was dead. But now they had to change the narrative because they can't say it's illegal handguns. Even though they say they found a 9mm and they found, they found 2 handguns, extended clips.
People that's licensed to carry don't act like that. They don't act.
You can't say that when this would happen.
What I'm saying is when you licensed to carry, there's priorities involved.
Well, let's talk about that. Why do you have a license to carry? And when can you pull it out? Because if you get into a fight and somebody get the best of you and you're licensed to carry, you can't pull it out?
There's certain rules to having a gun when it's licensed to carry.
I don't know, because if I get into a fight with somebody and I pummel them, I can kill them. So that could be attempted murder on my end, and they could be self-defense on their end if they pull their gun out while I'm about to kill them with my hands. So it gets tricky. It gets tricky.
I don't know. I mean, it's a thin line.
But
license to carry, you can shoot to kill.
But they both license to carry.
But you have to be. I think you have to be on a residence, or you have to be on a business property, something
license
like that.
License to carry mean license to carry of the state. Not license to carry.
But you can't just shoot it anywhere. Just because it's a license to carry in the state, you can't just shoot it anywhere.
So who's justified? The shooter or the one that shot back? They both was licensed to carry. So who's justified? The one that shot back, right? Licensed to carry, right?
Well, first of all, them licenses is revoked. They gone. People got murdered.
Okay, but they still had license to carry. And not all of them were being charged for the murder. Not
How
all
many?
of them
Was it 3? I know they captured 2.
They captured. Like I said, it was 3. Yeah, they captured. It was only 3 shooters, 3 gunmen, suspected gunmen. Right. One of them is dead.
Right.
But that's my whole point. It's like
that makes it really, in my opinion, really sus that the shooters was licensed.
Why does it make it sus? Because they didn't want the shooters to be licensed. You know they didn't want because remember they're trying to crack them on illegal handguns. The narrative before they did the homework and found out, they were trying to say
you know the first thing I'm gonna think if someone told me the shooters was licensed, that this broke out at Fat Tuesdays or something like that, and these were security guards. These was hired armed guards that got into a confrontation.
That's not.
I can't see licensed gunmen just randomly walking around.
It's not about what you can see. It's what happened.
Yeah, but 13 people got shot.
They got into a fight.
And just bullets just start flying anywhere and with no precision, nothing.
Who said they had good aim? Think about it. Who said they got good aim? Nobody said they had good aim. You know.
I mean, accurate. If you armed, you should be accurate, right? Shouldn't you be accurate?
No, you still got to go to the range.
If you got a license,
you still got to go to the range and get practice. You know, like I said, it's a lot of craziness going on.
That's sus, man. That's more sus than the dude in the supermarket that invented a car to run on water.
Nah.
But anyway,
you know what? Do you realize they didn't want them to be licensed? That's what I'm trying to tell you. They wish they wasn't licensed, but because they licensed, now they got to figure out who had the right. Because if you shoot at me and I shot back to defend myself, then that's a different story.
Yeah, but you can't shoot back to defend yourself and shoot other people in the process.
You don't know who shot who.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
You can't shoot other people.
You can't blame me for shooting this person if I didn't shoot this person.
What I'm saying, that's the confrontation between me and you. But the people outside of the confrontation, you just can't hit them.
I didn't hit him. He hit him. Exactly. I didn't hit him. I hit you.
You always gotta make your point.
Always.
You gotta always make your point.
Always. That's what I do. That's what I do, good brother. I know. That's what I do.
I'm just letting you make your point sometimes, man.
Because you got to. Because also, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We gotta talk about what's going on with Young Thug right now.
Okay.
And Gunna. And the whole YSL
they was denied
situation.
bail.
Definitely denied bail. At this point, Young Thug needs to just plead and take the 40 years. That's his best bet. You saying, yo. Listen. And it's getting so bad for him.
Oh my God.
Because now it came out that he's involved in the shooting in 2015 what happened to Lil Wayne's tour bus. That came out. Also what's going on is out of the 26, 28 people that they got, they're all lining up to testify against him and snitch. So that's where all the information is coming from. And they say he's the one in charge and he's the one that ordered these hits and ordered these things.
All right, so 28 of his soldiers.
I don't know how many other soldiers, but
is getting ready to.
They already lined
mutiny, just straight mutiny.
I don't know what you call it.
They ain't trying to do none of that time.
Listen, none.
Cold-blooded gangsters.
None.
Cold-blooded killers.
None.
But they ain't ready to do no time.
No time. He might as well just take the plea. Don't go to trial at all because they're going to attach him to all these. It's a RICO case.
We know RICO.
Right.
Came out in 1970.
Right.
Okay.
So it's the whole thing is he might as well not even try to fight it. He might as well try to will and deal. His best bet is take the 40.
All right, so all y'all shooters out here, and if y'all listening to me right now, y'all cold-blooded killers, y'all cold-blooded gangsters, the people y'all riding with, when it really goes down and they can get off by giving you up, that's what you living with. So I mean, be careful who you ride with, and be careful who you give your loyalty to, because he just told me, on this RICO case, 29 of them soldiers is ready.
I didn't say 29.
Trash.
I didn't say 20. I didn't say 29.
They getting ready to roof him.
Yeah, because they're talking on the phone. They're talking on the phone.
They snitching.
And
they rats.
But they're also talking on the phone being loose lips.
They rats.
You
They rats.
Some of them are rats, some not being smart on the phone. But at this point, everything is pointing at him, and they're already agreeing that it's him. They're like, listen, it's him. It's putting on him. So, you know, as this thing goes on, you know. But, hey, listen, if you guys are new to the channel, Billionaire Radio, please
like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. You guys like what you hear, definitely pass it off. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you don't like it, comment.
Subscribe,
yeah, hit the button.
Subscribe.
You know, so what's going on in the news that probably you don't care about? I know you don't care about this.
It better not be about that parade.
I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, they actually broke up. They were together for 1 year. For those that don't know, Lori Harvey is the one everybody talk about. That's Steve Harvey's wife.
They was just so in love.
Yeah, man. There you go. They just broke up.
I mean, it was like the perfect. It was like black love. Like,
they just broke up.
Ebony, it was the whole thing.
They just broke up. And the sad part about that is, and a lot of these men go through this, that Michael B. Jordan was saying how he decided to open up, profess his love, finally really found somebody he really was into, you know, and he was really feeling like everything was going like he wanted. He met the woman that he wanted to be with. And
they was on the island. They was in jacuzzis. They was in blue water.
Right.
I mean, they was in linen, walking on the beach with a horse.
He's 35. She's 25. 10-year gap. You know what I mean? I don't know what, but he pretty much is. He's pretty hurt right now. You know, he said he had the greatest time together. He's pretty hurt right now. But
why is he hurt? She broke up with him?
Yeah.
Well, give us a reason.
Yeah, but that's what they're all trying to figure out. And you know, for her, it just, you know, it even got worse than petty because she unfollowed him on all Instagram. She unfollowed him on social media and followed him on Instagram.
What did he do?
There's
more to this story.
I don't think he did nothing.
I think he did.
No.
I think he did.
And he was pretty much saying, you know, he matured over the course of their relationship. He's ready to commit for the long term. You know, he got his guard down for her, opened up emotionally, romantically. He was all in.
And this the bull. And he supposed to be the bull. That's that bull.
And she says
she
wasn't
Black
ready.
Panther right now.
She said she wasn't ready.
We talking Rocky, Apollo's son.
Yeah, she said she wasn't ready for the big step, for the big move. And in my opinion, what I think would happen is, I think what happened is he was being too nice. What I mean by being too nice, sometimes when y'all meet these women, you gotta match their sexual energy. You know what I mean? And I feel like he didn't match her sexual energy.
Time out.
What? Well, come on, how you gonna stop me? How you gonna stop me on the road, baby? Why you gonna stop me?
Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk.
Why you gonna stop me?
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
You gonna stop when I'm trying to talk?
My bad. You surprised me, man. I'm sorry.
How do I surprise you? I do this every week.
You talking that talk now? Go ahead, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of you.
Why are you proud of me?
You growing up.
What are you talking about?
My little bro is growing up.
Stop it, man.
Go ahead, get him. Get him, Marv. Get him, man. Go ahead.
If you want me to do it or you don't want me to do it.
I want you to talk that talk.
You just interrupted the whole thing.
My bad.
The momentum was driving and you just stopped the whole thing. You could just sit there and listen.
Go ahead.
Anyway, when you meet these women, you got to match their sexual energy. You know what I mean? And he met this woman and he's trying to be all nice to her. You know what I mean? A lot of times women have this freak in them and they want to get this freak out, or they've been freaks for years. And you thinking that she's not this freak. You want to treat her like this. They are delicate flowers, but you want to treat her like she's not a freak.
Right.
And that's going to be a problem because she's going to be missing some of those freak actions that you're not doing with her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whatever the freak is, it could be a thumb in the butt. It could be anything. We don't know what it is.
Right.
But you can't be nice to her and think that that's going to work. And for her, she like, listen, for her to say, you know what, she's not ready, that means you're being too delicate with the freak. You see what I mean? Not saying she's for the streets, not saying that, but you gotta find out what she likes, what she don't like, and match her sexual energy. You know what I mean?
And she don't have no kids, right?
You know what I mean? She don't have no kids.
Right.
So whatever's going on, he wasn't matching that sexual energy that was going on. This is my opinion. It's not the facts, but I feel like I'm a pro at this type of stuff. I can talk on it. You know what I mean? You know. So now he all heartbroken because she ready to go to the next.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's times when, you know, women get with guys and the guy just want to be so delicate. And they want to be rough, choked, thrown, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? But they're saying, you know, they want, as they say, they will be a lady in the streets or the freak in the bed.
I'm going to tell them like this. I'm going to tell them like this, man. Listen. It's cool to suck on their toes, right?
I ain't sucking on toes. Go ahead.
Swallow the cookie.
I ain't sucking
suck on the nipples.
I ain't sucking no
lick the neck, lick between the thighs, flip her over, bite the ankles, all that good stuff. That's for her. But then it comes a point that you need to take care of you.
Nah, this ain't the case.
Yeah, he supposed to rough her up, like you said. He supposed to get in there and get dirty.
Well, I can't
I was all right with now you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta,
but I can't say
put her in the 180 or something.
Well, I can't say what level. It could be, she might want to be
handcuffed.
handcuffed.
You gotta put your foot on her neck.
Listen, she might want
to bend her back and get that thing up like that and drop down in it like a parachute, bro.
Like I said, she might want to be handcuffed. We don't know what she wants. We don't know what she likes.
She still be handcuffed.
You know, but whatever it is,
smack her.
He's not matching her sexual energy. So they're breaking up. So that's my story why they're breaking up.
Piss on her. Spit in her mouth. Open your mouth.
That don't mean she likes that. That's
yeah.
You know, that don't mean she likes it.
You gotta get nasty. You gotta get right down nasty. Anything but the peanut butter thing. That peanut butter and dookie sandwiches, that's out the question.
I don't even know how to
I slide over, let the other boy do that, then slide her back.
Well, it's over for them. Steve Harvey's backing it. Steve Harvey's backing it. It's over for them. You know, so that was a short-lived situation. What's interesting is
he did that boy dirty though.
So
I know he mad about that, cause
yeah, he mad. He opened up to her, but
cause he supposed to be that boy.
Yeah.
Like, women like.
But you know what? Just cause you that bull,
don't mean you hitting it right.
Don't mean you got that tiger in you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You can just be a nice guy.
The media made him out to be that.
Well, no, he's just
Hollywood made him next.
He may just be a nice guy. Is what I'm saying.
He probably is.
Nice guys
probably folding his drawers. He probably wanted to read her a book in the tub and all that bull.
I don't think none of that is a problem. None of that is a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That's a problem. You still got to do the other part too.
You gotta leave her sometimes. He probably was up under at 24.
You know.
Sometimes you gotta step off.
But
let her miss you, man.
But
Dang.
so I mean, but
he probably ain't ask her to invite none of her girlfriends over. Nothing.
Like I said,
at the end some of her girlfriends on the trip.
At the end of the day, we don't know what it was, but I'm just telling you that he didn't match her sexual energy. That's my opinion.
Who told you that?
You know what I mean?
You can't just be saying.
I
thought that's what you read.
No, I said no. You know, I said
this is your opinion.
I said this is what my point is. I said that, so you don't never listen when I talk. I don't. Where you be,
Mr. Point?
You be fumbling with the water all the time.
Calling you Mr. Point.
You know.
Let me get my point across.
But what's interesting, what's going on? Everybody paying attention. You hear about D.L. Hughley going on. He going at it with Monique.
Why?
And I think it's the most ridiculous thing, and because it's all about D.L. Hughley says he's supposed to headline in Detroit. And Monique said she had the contract to headline. And D.L. Hughley said, well, I'm not going to perform if she headlines. I'm not going to go. He said, I'm the headliner. So they get into it. And then Monique, she gets ugly on stage about it. You know what I mean? So they going back and forth, you know.
So ain't it paperwork involved?
That's what she says. She says she has the real contract.
Then this is nothing he can do about that.
But he didn't even show up.
Good for
he didn't even show up.
Because they didn't sign him up. That's why he didn't show up.
No, he didn't show up because
he would have showed up if it was a check involved.
No, it definitely was a check involved, but his thing was
you got to sign for them checks.
He want the headline, but it's kind of ugly going back and forth. You know,
they can stop. They need to stop.
She's right because she started Monique is a vicious. No, she's a Sagittarius. She my sign, so I know how she rocks.
Yeah, but she's still a woman. You need to leave that alone.
But in my opinion, watching all this go on,
right,
I feel like D.L. Hughley is in the wrong. He need to get it together. I feel like he's tripping because everything that she went through with the thing with Tyler Perry and Oprah and Lee Daniels and everybody trying to blackball her.
Right.
It's a good look for her to actually headline. You get what I'm saying? You should be supporting your sister and say, hey, listen, go ahead and headline. You got it. At the same time, y'all were close. Y'all ate at each other's, dinner table and things like that. Y'all were close.
I mean, what was the big deal about being a headline for what? What show was this?
Where do you be?
I'm trying to figure out
where do you be? I said
right
it was a show in Detroit.
Okay.
Where do you? I think your headphones got to be adjusted.
Where at in Detroit? What was the name of the?
I can't with this guy.
What was the name of the event center in Detroit?
But the whole point is, because the whole point is that they're getting into it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like D.L. Hughley, he needs to chill. You know what I mean? He should have let her headline. Because she went through all those years of torment and blackball since remember the Netflix documentary and everything. She was supposed to do. They offered her money. They ain't give it to her that she wanted. They gave it to Amy Schumer. So she said she's not going to do it. And she had to stand up and all that. And they all tried to say she was hard to work with. But now 50 Cent came to my rescue, in my opinion, because now she about to be doing something with 50 Cent. And nobody want to mess with 50. Right. 50 be clowning you on the internet.
Right.
And word has it 50 has investigators to even investigate on you to get all the dirt in your life,
and he got his own team.
And if you try to go against him, he gonna put it out. But he gives you a warning first before you put it out, and then he say, "Listen, apologize on the internet, or I'm putting this out." So supposedly they must have some. He must have pulled out some dirt on them. Because Tyler Perry apologized.
Right.
Lee Daniels apologized.
Right.
So apparently. But I just had to touch on that because everybody wanted to know what my take was with the Monique and D.L. Hughley thing. I just felt like he needs not to be acting how he's acting,
Wow.
Because everything that she went through, he needs not to be acting like that. That doesn't make any sense in my opinion.
Wow. Wow.
It doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
But so let's derail for a minute and let's talk about because everybody. Y'all don't think I ever be on your side. So let's talk about. Oh, before I get on that, did you know Elon Musk is now trying to back out of Twitter? Like I told y'all, he don't want Twitter.
Yeah, that's over with.
Yeah, he trying now. He's making excuses. He's making excuses, pretty much saying that because it's spam and fake accounts, and he's making all these excuses saying that Twitter needs to have these. He needs to see what's going on with Twitter's proof. To say that there's no spam, like he don't know what the spam metrics is that they have going on. So he's saying he's probably gonna, he's holding up, and he's about to back out of it if they don't meet his demands for the spam. But I told you, he didn't care about the spam thing,
right?
Elon
Musk.
Yeah, he didn't, But you know what happened?
What?
And since we talked about the whole women lying thing,
right? So whose side is you about to be on? You just said. Y'all said I ain't on y'all side. So whose side is you about to be on?
Well, I want to touch on this, but I don't know if we had enough time, so I'm going to see. That's why I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you did say something.
I didn't.
How do I know what you said if you didn't say it?
Because I know you'd have ran with it, so I didn't say it.
That's horrible, but go ahead.
Yeah, because I know you. I know how you are. So, but here's something that took place that's going on right now. And like I was about to say before you cut me off, you cut me off a lot this show. This is the most you cut me off in years.
Because you don't let me talk.
Yeah. Because you had nothing to say. Say, no, I'm stuck. Now you got a lot to say. I'm messing with you. But so
I'm oppressed.
Yeah, all right. Deshaun Watson, right?
Yeah.
He went through all these sexual allegations, right?
Right.
Now there's a new one coming up.
Right.
The 24th lawsuit.
Right.
And she's more graphic with the detail.
Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna say she's lying. I'm just gonna tell y'all what she said.
Okay.
And y'all you tell me if she's lying.
All right, go ahead.
Because sometimes I think people just don't realize, like, if you don't have, that's what I said, if you don't have the genitals of the other person,
right,
you can't really describe what that person did with the genitals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't have it.
All right, get to it, man.
You know what I mean? And so, pretty much, this lady, she said in 2020, she gave him a professional rub down.
Okay.
Right? Professional rub down.
Mm-hmm.
He tipped her maybe $100. Mm-hmm. You know, wasn't a big deal. And it was pretty smooth. Then she said the second time was at her apartment. Right? And that's where the issues happened. You know, because he asked her to rub the inner thighs, right? Mm-hmm. And then says, you know, go a little higher, right? And to the point where it ended up touching the scrotum, right? That was the ball sacks for those that don't know. And so then she claimed that when she did that, he got erected. He got hard. Mm-hmm. And then she claimed from there that during the incident, now he actually, and that's why I says it's just listen. She claims that then he started masturbating and ejaculated on her. Now, a little more detail. She says, rubbed it in the thigh, got hard, stood up, ejaculated, and some got all over her chest and face. He tipped her $150 and didn't apologize to her. This is the claim. This is what she's going to court with.
She's going to lose that case.
It's like, what in the world? And she's really...
First of all, she's going to lose the case. One, she invited him to her home. Two, you put him on his table, and she in that stuff. She ain't dressed like, got all these clothes on.
They don't say how she's dressed, but go ahead.
You know what I mean? She got that sports stuff on, right? We intimate, we alone. You start rubbing on, what? Every man gonna get rocked. That's nature. A woman start rubbing on you. That's what happens.
Let's talk about the story. Can we talk about the story?
I just told you the story.
I know, but she says that she touched the scrotum, rubbing the scrotum. He gets hard. He stands up, starts masturbating. Now,
Why did she rub his balls in the first place?
Because he asked her to touch the inner thigh and come a little higher.
And so, she went higher and start rubbing his balls.
She didn't say she rubbed his balls.
Scrotum balls.
She said she touched them. Remember?
So she just touched the balls and he just went boing.
Right.
Then flipped up and said, ah!
Right. There you go. Exactly. That's my point. I'm not saying.
Believe that?
I'm not saying who's lying here.
Do you believe that?
I'm not saying who's lying here.
Do you believe that?
But I'm just saying.
Higher. Boing. You did it. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
You know, first of all, you gotta be in close range. You're gonna really if that happened. Let's play it out. If that happened,
right.
You're gonna stand there while he's masturbating. You're gonna stand right there, close enough. It hit your chest and your face.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So either y'all performing something together, and you didn't like the money or something, a disagreement, so you're trying to flip the story around, or you're creating something and you just don't like him because.
She could have said, "Oh, whoa, hold up. That's a little too much for me. I'm gonna go over here. You get dressed, and this session is over." But she stood there for the whole
rub
show.
Down, the whole rub out. When he rubbed it out and shot her in the face, and hit her in the chest.
She's sitting there watching. If he hit her in her face, she's sitting there watching.
If that's the story. That's what I'm saying. It sounds a little crazy.
It sounds like he ain't offer her enough money. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know.
That's
what I'm saying. This is what she's going to court with. And this happened in 2020. This is what she's going to court with.
She's going to lose that case. I'm telling you right now, she's losing that case.
How about the lawyer defending her? Like, they
want money too. Everybody want money. Everybody want to get paid. He just got close to a $250 million.
They just said nothing.
Guaranteed.
They just said nothing from the last. It said there was no criminal charges. So here we go again. They come at him again, and I just want to know what y'all know. This is this new story, a new person that popped up. I don't know who don't like this guy and where these stories are coming out.
And they just running his name through the dirt.
I'm not saying who's telling the truth, who's lying. I'm just saying this is what's going on. You know, I would like to talk about the 7 secrets to have a successful relationship. I would like to get into that. We're not going to have enough time for that. So you know what that means. We got to go into.
I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you don't have enough time for that.
Why not?
Because it don't sound like something really hot to be talking about.
Yeah, when you hear about what it takes, yeah.
7 secrets to damn.
To have a successful relationship.
You just said the bull. What happened to the bull, Jordan? And then you should give them secrets to him.
Yeah. Real quick, man, we got to get a shout out to our hometown hero, Rasheed Wallace. He's the new assistant head coach of the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers right now. Clap it up, Toucan, as we close out. Rasheed Wallace, you know what I mean? Y'all don't know, he got the ring with the Pistons, but he's from here. He's from Philly.
Got 2.
Represent North. You know. Now, he lost that one with the Spurs. Oh, that's he got for another team. What other team he get it from?
Pistons won 2, right?
Nah, he lost with the Spurs. The second one, Robert Horry hit the shot. Yeah, I hated that. We don't talk about that. I get upset
Robert
about
Horry
that.
got like 7 rings.
But he also got a street being named after him in Philly. But now he's also the new assistant coach of the Lakers. Right. He's going to be with his teammate, you know, who's the head coach now of the Lakers.
Right.
So on that note, you guys new to the channel, like, comment,
subscribe,
share to Billionaire Radio.
Subscribe.
We appreciate everybody.
Subscribe.
Episode 60 in the books, baby.
That's how we
Season 2. Sponsored by OutfitForYou.com. Michael Keenan. Check us out. Because we out. Plane is landing.
Billions.
Billions. Yeah.